Papa Smurf, guess what?
Oh, you almost got it. Oh, keep reaching for it.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey buddy, how you doing? Guess what we're gonna do today? Welcome back to Talking Serpents. So today I'm going to do a little, we're gonna call it a reptile renovation. I'll show you what it looks like now, and then we can see what I can come up with. So far he's got this branch that comes up here, this little piece that kind of goes under the wall, and this is connected to that, and it goes up. And then I have all these vines like wrapped around these wooden dowels in here with all this vine wrapped around. And to be honest, this enclosure was originally built and thought of for the chameleon that I had, and then it worked pretty dang well for the Tokay Gecko, but I wanted to make it work really well for the Tokay Gecko. So it's time to do some renovation. And I have all this wood right here, which is all the excess wood that I had when my boa constrictor was in that enclosure right there. So I have a lot of wood to work with, so let's see what I can come up with. I'll just brainstorm and who knows, we'll see what happens. Oh, another really cool thing I want to incorporate in this design. I usually have spotted roaches or mealworms or some other insects in here for him to eat, but this thing's so lightweight, he usually crawls down this branch and he puts his foot on there and then just dumps the whole thing. So what I will be doing is I'll be taking a hole saw and I'll cut a hole in one of these branches, and I'm taking this green plastic cup that I've had for years and I'm gonna cut it and it will get recessed into a branch. You will see, and then we'll be able to take it in and out and clean it, and on the inside of it's slick and it's tapered, so nothing should be able to jump out as long as they make it high enough. So it was a little hectic getting them out. Here's the Tokay Gecko. And ours is definitely very defensive, but nevertheless, still love them. Very, very pretty. Just gotta move slow. And I've been earning his trust, but it is definitely one of the more difficult tasks I've ever had to take on as far as taming a reptile. Definitely the most, actually. So let's go ahead and put him in the tub. This is gonna be your new home. It's gonna be worth it, bud. Here. Well, alright, so I kind of unscrewed these vines from the wall, and they're all attached to the centerpiece. It comes all the way down and it stops here, and then I have vines that go to the wall and I unattach those. Honestly, I just have to start unscrewing things. I'm not even sure exactly how everything is attached. There's like a screw there, a screw here. I don't know, I'm gonna figure out. I don't even know, it's been so long. There it is. No, it's mine. Don't be all jealous. Those are my sticks. He's like, you guys doing karate? I'm gonna do karate on this mat. Tastes like karate. Alright. All the vines are free. Don't be too thick. Okay. Not gonna be thick. Oh wow, that was pretty brittle actually. Ah yeah. Alright. Everything's all cleaned out. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a single idea what the branch structure is even gonna look like. Usually I have it all like mapped out in my head, and right now I don't know. So you're gonna see how I figure things out in real time. So I got these branches. I guess I usually just move them out on the floor, and then I got some outside that are drying, and then I'll just sit there and I'll configure it. And then once I configure something, probably after like me staring and moving these things in different places for like 30 minutes, I'll figure out what I want to do. Alright, so this is what we got so far. We got a horizontal piece of wood that I can put the hole saw probably about right here, and the cup will be able to slide in there after I cut it down. And I have these two pieces of wood on the right and left side that will hold it up, so we'll screw it on the ends, and then I'll place it somewhere at the bottom, and then I'll just, honestly, I'm just gonna look at it.
He probably had to look at it and say, look at that.
And just keep building up and up and up, and screwing one thing into the next, and then into the walls, and I don't know. We'll see where I go from there. The reason why I'm starting with this piece at the bottom is because where that my heat source is at, and then it's going to be cooking all the insects, and then my gecko can't eat them. So it's very important for them to be at the bottom, because there's going to be all sorts of foliage over the top of this thing and branches, and they should be shaded. Alright, 10 minutes later. Alright, so this is the bottom structure that I just made, and then I decided to put this, and this leans against the wall, and then I put this piece of wood right here, and it comes all the way up to here. This little top view, and then I put this right here, and it leans up against this wall, and then I put this one in the center. It should fit like that, that way you can go across, and down, and up in the front, because he's always like slamming on the glass, and he'll watch me. If I'm in here editing my YouTube videos, he slams on the glass here or here, and he watches me, and he like awkwardly cranes his head so he can watch me. And then like if I'll say something to him, like he like turns his head kind of like when a dog. So he does that with me, so now he'll be able to watch me from here or here. I need to cut the hole saw for the cup to go in, and I'll have to cut the cup. Alright, let's roll the remainder out. Alright, looks pretty damn awesome. I will be putting bushes on the bottom here, so I'll be having some foliage cover this, so you don't see it from the front. And then from the top, I made it, I cut it to the curvature of the top, so it's all flush mounted. And then I taper it in on this piece of wood so that I can't fall through. And you can just pop it out whenever you want it, and clean it, and fill it with new insects, and have a happy gecko. Bam! I'm stoked on the outcome. Got it in. I got it all secured here, there, and everything's all bam, bam, bam. Nice and solid. Now it's time to put this wood in.
That's what she said.
Alright, this is what I got so far. I got this mounted to the wall from the back side, right there, that screw. And then right here, this is mounted. And then it goes up, and then I have this branch that's going diagonal to this wall. And then this branch going to that wall. It's underneath the UVB bulb. And then sometimes the Tokay Gecko will use the heat bulb, which is the one on the left. And straight down, you'll be able to bask right there. And then I was going to take this little stubby little branch and secure it right there. That way he'll be able to come pretty close to the top glass if he wants to. Other than that, he can go over here. We're just kind of want to fill out the left side of the enclosure. It'll be kind of bare. But I think it looks pretty awesome so far, and I don't even have the foliage in yet. Alright, got it all hard mounted in. Bam, bam, ba-bam. I have it on this little lip right here. That way he can come and visit me. So yeah, it's actually 12:30 at night right now, so I'm gonna call it quits. And then at this point I can put them back in here, and then tomorrow I can finish up and put all the foliage in, put the substrate in, stuff like that. But for now, I gotta go to sleep. Just put the gecko in there for the first time. He's like, where's all my stuff? I want all my stuff back. Put my room back the way it used to be. It's not finished, dude. Relax. Enjoy your new house. Alright. This is what I got, and I'm liking it. I got this little fern here, draping down. And then I got this fern, kind of forming like an umbrella over where the insect's gonna be. And this little cup here. And then, since I have overhead here, this little black thing, it's actually my misting system. And just in case, if it runs down all the leaves and then ends up at the cup, I decided to drilled a bunch of holes at the bottom of this. There, got a bunch of holes at the bottom of the cup. So since all the hard part is done, we just left the gecko in here. He has been, he's kind of chilling there. And he's not barking or panicking, he's just kind of relaxing. Well, I got the bush, covers the bottom of the bowl so you can't see that. From here you can't see the bowl at all. So it looks good. I got my hydrometer there and up top, and then I have my digital temperature thermometer up top. And if you're interested in that, I have a link down in the description. They work fantastic. And I also added this bush. Figure it looks better, and it gives a little more shade down below. Because when he comes up here, he can bask. He's got plenty of areas where he can come lay around the heat or the UV. And then whenever he wants to get away from the light, and it'll be a little bit cooler down here in temperature, he'll be able to come down there. So we just gotta add the dirt and the water bowl, and then maybe something in this back corner. We're done. And then we'll be having one happy Tokay Gecko. Alright, dun da da da! It's done. And I think it came out pretty good. Real question is, when is this Tokay Gecko gonna go down in this enclosure and go enjoy it? I just finished, so I'm hoping I'll just shut the lights off because it's a little later in the afternoon, and hopefully he can just go enjoy his new house. Alright, that's it. That's the end of the video. So he's got a nice, new, updated house, something to be proud of, something that I can personally look in and be happy about, and hopefully he's just as happy as I am. So if you like the video, strike that like button. If you have any comments, post in the comment section below. Please do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.